You know those quiet moments when you just wonder about the future? When you start thinking about who you might share your life with and, when that next chapter might even begin? It's such a universal feeling, right? A real curiosity of the heart. Today, we're going to explore that journey. And it all comes down to this one question that so many of us ask, maybe just whispered in a prayer or thought about late at night. It's a hope we all carry for what's to come, a really personal question about our own story. And here's the thing, while the final absolute answer is only with Allah, life has this beautiful way of giving us hints. This isn't about trying to predict a date on a calendar, not at all. It's about learning to see the signs of divine preparation. It's about noticing the growth happening inside you, getting you ready for what's next. So today, we're going to walk through 6 of these subtle signs, and I want you to think of them less as guarantees and more like invitations. Invitations to see how you're being carefully prepared for the incredible journey of marriage. Okay, so the very first sign is often this huge internal shift in your own mind. Maybe before, marriage felt like, I don't know, a far-off idea, something for later. Your focus was on your career, your studies, and that was exactly where it needed to be. But now you catch yourself thinking differently. You're thinking about responsibility, about building a family, about what it really means to protect someone's heart. This is way more than just getting older. It's a real maturing of your priorities. And that internal shift almost always leads directly to our second sign. You actively start working on yourself. You find yourself on this intentional mission to become a better, more complete version of who you are. This self-improvement can look like a lot of different things, right? Maybe you're praying more consistently. Maybe you're really working on your character, your patience, your kindness. Or maybe you're just becoming more mindful of your daily choices, of what's halal and what's haram. It's almost like Allah is polishing your character, building that emotional strength you'll need not just for love, but for all the beautiful responsibilities that marriage brings. Now, as you start to change on the inside, you might notice your world on the outside starts to shift too. And this next sign, well, honestly, it can be a painful one. You might see certain friendships or connections just fizzle out, or maybe they end suddenly. And in that moment, it can feel really confusing and just plain hard. But often when you look back, you can see the incredible wisdom in it. See, sometimes we hold on to people who just aren't meant for our future. And so, in His mercy, Allah clears that space. He removes what might have held you back to make room for the person who is truly meant for you. And as that space gets cleared in your life, you might notice something else filling it. And that brings us to sign number 4, which is so often a sign of major blessings on the way. You just feel a deeper connection with Allah. You feel closer to your Creator. This can show up in some really beautiful, subtle ways. Your prayers, your salah, might feel more focused, more connected. Your du'as, your personal conversations with Allah, they just feel more sincere, like they're coming straight from your soul. Your heart in general just feels softer. It's all preparation, because a marriage that has Allah at its center, that's the strongest foundation you can ever build. Okay, and then you get this sign that can feel, well, almost magical. Doors just start opening up out of nowhere. Things start to align in ways you could have never planned. Maybe you meet new people, or families start having conversations, or someone enters your life through all the proper channels in a way that just completely surprises you. Trust me, these aren't coincidences. They're usually part of a divine plan unfolding at the perfect time. The final sign we're going to talk about is maybe the biggest indicator of true emotional maturity. Your whole mindset flips. You go from thinking about what you can get from a partner to what you are ready to give. And that right there is the heart of being ready. I mean, this shift in perspective is absolutely everything. You're no longer asking, what can I get out of this? Instead, you're asking, what can I give to this person? How can I be a source of peace for them? Your focus moves away from just wanting to be loved to being ready and truly able to give love, support, protection, even sacrifice. That is the bedrock of a marriage that lasts. So, after seeing all these potential signs, what do we do with them? Where does all this lead? Well, it leads to the single most important idea of all, trusting the author's plan. And this right here is the real heart of it. This journey isn't some race to a wedding day. The real point, the real gift, is the growth, the healing, the strengthening of your own soul along the way. Allah is preparing you, the person, long before He sends you the spouse. And please, please remember this. It's so important.
Even if you don't see a single one of these signs in your life right now, that means absolutely nothing about your timeline. We live by our calendars and our watches, but Allah's timing is perfect, and it works in ways we can't even begin to understand.
Everybody's journey is completely unique. Some people get married in their 20s, some in their 30s, some much later in life. There is no right time or wrong time. Your path is written just for you, and it is part of that perfect divine plan. So instead of worrying so much about the when, what can you focus on right now? Here are 4 things. 1. Strengthen that relationship with Allah. 2. Keep working on becoming the best, most whole version of yourself. 3. Heal from any past hurts so you can enter a new chapter with a protected but open heart. And finally, number 4, trust. Just trust in His perfect timing. So what's the ultimate takeaway from all of this? Really, it's a message of profound peace. The one who is writing your love story is the most wise. Just trust that when the time is right, it will happen exactly how it was meant to. Your only job right now is to embrace your own beautiful chapter, right here and now.